From a jack to a king, from loneliness to a wedding ring.
Hey honey badgers, I'm filming in front of the window because I'm gonna try to get some nice golden hour light on these canvases. These are full crystal canvases, so I thought they deserve that. It's been kind of like rainy and overcast and gray looking the last few days, so I was holding off doing this video until I got some decent sunlight. But now that I'm looking at this, I may still have to lighten it up a little bit in editing, so hopefully you can see everything okay. But I did want to get some nice sunlight on this. So if you're following the community tab, I did a post on this the other day about this 2-pack I found on Amazon. Get a close-up of the images. I mean, you're gonna see them in a second, but I bought the 2-pack option. You can choose to buy these individually if you don't want the 2-pack, but there is an option there to get them together in a bound price. Sorry guys, I got some of those allergy issues, seasonal allergy issues going on, so my throat is a little bit strained right now, so there might be some cuts here and there while I try to take care of that. But yeah, there's a king and queen full crystal. This is in square, just so everybody knows. If you're not into doing squares, as far as I know right now, they don't offer a round option. See, there my voice goes. But if you don't mind doing squares, I think these will turn out pretty cool. So the brand looks to be Forever Young. I thought it was funny. It's got a sticker on the bottom. It says, "It's a set, don't separate." But we gonna separate them. Gonna keep them separated. Gen X and older millennials, feel free to join in on the karaoke. All right, so once you get them separated, you can open these up. And normally, the reason I did a post on the community tab for this is normally I think these go for 40 something when you get the 2-pack, but a couple times now I've seen Amazon run a deal where it's 50% off, and I saw the first one, or I don't know how many times they've done it, but I saw it a while back. They did a 50% off, and I had it in my cart, and then the sale went off, and I was like, well, I don't really want to pay $40 for this right now. It's not that big a deal. But then like a couple weeks later, it went back on the 50% off sale. So I would just keep that in mind. If you see these, I will link them down below. But if you check these and they are back at the normal 40 something, I forget what it was, 40, 42, something like that for the 2-pack, and you do what I did where you're like, oh, I don't know about that, maybe just put them in your cart and do the save for later thing on Amazon where they just hold it for you and check the price every so often, and I'm sure it's bound to go down again, because this, like I said, this is like the second or third time I've seen them do this sale within like a couple months. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. Ooh, these are interesting. It is full crystal, just don't worry. But it also looks like there's a little bit of those, like, I don't know, jelly versions maybe. Anyway, which one did I open? Looks like I opened the king one first. I didn't look, so I don't know why it I don't know if this means number on here, but I don't know why it just says no poker king. But yeah, you do get a inventory sheet with the DMCs on there. Only 12 colors on this one. I think it's the same amount of colors on both, if I remember right. But yeah, this is your canvas. Oh, that's interesting. It's got like the color background. I haven't tried it yet, but I have seen a video somewhere where someone says you can take like fingernail polish remover or something, and you can take these off if you want to keep the canvas border on the nicer ones, but you don't want the key code on there. Haven't tried it yet, but that is an idea I have for a video coming up to, obviously not on one of my more expensive canvases, but if I get a budget one, just out of curiosity, I might try it to see if you can take the key code off that way. Sometime down the road. So straighten this out a little bit. But yeah, looking up close, it has this sort of like blue watery look on the background, watercolor look. And it is I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but it is a sparkle canvas. And it does have the serged edge, does have the felted back. So you have key codes on both sides, and then your image up there. I believe, if I'm looking at this right, I don't do the whole measuring tape thing, but looking at this, it looks like the image itself is a true 30 by 40. So I'm guessing the canvas, does it say on here? It looks, I think they just mark it as a 30 by 40, but it looks like the canvas might be a 35 by 45, which would make this a true 30 by 40 in theory. Okay, so pretty simple image, but I think it's going to look really cool once you get the gems on it. So, oh, before I get into the gems, let's see what all they put in the pack here. Okay, pretty standard. You get 2 of the heart-shaped blue wax sticks, pads, and then the blue diamond placer to work with. One thing I do like is I don't see this very often anymore. Normally when I get these packs, they keep putting the thicker ones that a lot of diamond painters are not as big a fan of, but this one actually has both the thicker ones and the thinner ones, and I love the thinner versions. And this one here, I believe this is a 7 if I remember right. Yeah, this one here is actually one of my favorite placers. This and the 4 placer, which I think is what this. They actually included my 2 favorite attachments, so that's cool. Extras of those, and then you also get a straightener for the squares, which is nice, and then a squishy and your white tray. So yeah, not bad. I'm guessing the one in the queen set looks exactly the same. All right, so what do the gems look like here? And remember, I said these are in squares, so if you're a person that's like, ew, squares, now you know. Ooh, these squares are very small looking, it seems. So yeah, I don't know why these look unusually small, but yeah, that could be cute. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like the DMC is also on the packaging. Let's see. It's harder to do on crystals because you get a lot of the silver back, but I'm trying to see which way is best to get like the color, but you get a little bit of that aqua blue. This looks like that sort of silvery gray look. Get some of that yellow that almost borders on an orange. Some deeper aquas. Yeah. Oh, okay. The aquas are going to go down in the uniform there. This is kind of like a peachy tone, a champagne tone. Is this? Yeah, two batches of that. I think that may be in this background here. This is sort of a corally orange color. And then this is like a deeper orange here. You get 3 bags of that. So then there is another sort of softer orange color. It's kind of veering on like a light brown. Get 3, 4, 5, 6 bags of 435. So I'm guessing that's going to be the bulk of your background. And then you get a couple bags of the 310 crystal. It's going to be in your shading, outlining here. And then 2 bags of yellow, so which I'm guessing is going to be in the crown. And then some of this diamond work here. And then you also get this, which, that's interesting. There's like, oh, okay. Wow, that's cool. I don't think this was in there separately. This doesn't look like it's actually part of the kit, because I saw this like standard purple one and I was like, what is this? Because I didn't see any purple in here, and then I saw on the package it says resin sample. So and then this says crystal sample, AB sample, so and then jelly sample, because this is what caught my eye when I first pulled it out. Is I was like, oh, these look like those jelly drills. They even give you a glow in the dark, which I'm pretty sure there's nothing glow in the dark on here. And then a metallic sample. So yeah, this is just a chain of little sample AB and special drills just stuck in there, which is pretty cool. I've never actually seen any company do that, I don't think. Just randomly in a kit. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there's... No, that still goes. Okay, this still goes in with the package. Okay, I get it now. I've never actually bought from this company before, so I'm not used to their packaging. But I noticed on here it says Forever King, or Forever Young Poker King. And then it also says it on this, so you know that goes with the kit. And then this says sample on this one. So yeah, that's what the king looks like. Oh, and then down at the bottom, their little tag is, add a little magic to your diamond painting. Why don't ya? Okay, so that's the king. And then let's see what his lady friend looks like. All right. Come on out, my lady. All right. And then this is the queen. Again, it says no. I think that just means number, like item number, but it's funny the way it's like, no. So you get an inventory sheet for that. And then I guess you could also, this is just printed paper, but I noticed it has a start and end date. So I'm wondering, I don't have a sticker machine myself, but from what I've seen, I'm guessing you could probably cut that out and run it through a sticker machine and make your own stickers out of this inventory sheet, I'm guessing. Yeah. But maybe if you have one of those and you want to experiment. All right, I'll unravel that back in a second, but I just want to check. I'm pretty sure the kit is going to look exactly the same, but we will double check. Yeah, exactly the same. Okay. So there's the kit. All right, let me straighten this out a little bit better. All right, so let's see what's involved in the lady kit. There's going to be a lot more greens in this one, as you can see. I'll put them side by side in a second so you can get an idea of that. But yeah, this one says Forever Young Queen. So you can have those on there. And it doesn't look like there's a sample one in this one, so enjoy this pack. Imagine me going all feminist. Of course the extras come with the man's kit. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so you get a whole boatload of $9.59, which is this really pretty, again, sort of in that aqua green family. That's going to be the bulk of your background, it looks like. And then it goes into $9.58, which is just a little bit lighter. So that's probably going to go into this, you know, obviously lighter accent area. That is one thing I thought would look pretty cool, is the way it's going to go into different patterns, even in the crystal. And then you get 900 on the, I think that's going to serve as sort of the reddish area, because I don't see another one that looks reddish. So I guess that's as close as you're going to get to a red on here. But in actuality, it's closer to like a red-orange, which I guess is probably good because it's going to be next to these other oranges. So it's probably going to blend a little bit better and make some better depth. So that's going to be a little bit That's more, as far as crystals go, that looks closer to like a traditional orange, this 632 next to the 900. So you get a couple bags of that. And then it goes into your yellows. Again, this is that sort of like, I think it's kind of in the yellow family, but it's more of that like champagne kind of color. It's sort of in between like a yellow and a neutral. Again, a few more packs of that crystal 310. And it is, sometimes when you get crystal kits and they put the 310 in, they just put the normal 310 with like the flat top. This is actually, as you can see with the silver backing, this is a true 310 crystal. So you get a few packs of that, and then you get this soft pink color, which I'm guessing is going to be her skin tone. And then these other ones that were kind of strays over here is a sort of a pinkish orange. It's mostly orange, but it's got a little bit of a pink undertone to it. And then this one is that, it's hard to describe. It's like, it's a gray, but it looks like there's like a slight undertone of a purple in there, which that doesn't look like a lot. I was going to say maybe that would go in her hair, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be an accent somewhere. Well, let's just see. Because you have the 310 for all the predominantly black areas. Oh, okay, I see. It's this one, this gray one is actually going to be like the outline of her glass here. It looks like that's where that's going. Okay, so that is in the queen. All right, so let me put them next to each other so you can see if you want to do, whoop, hold on. Let me try to get them a little bit better in frame here. There's the packaging, so I get a little bit more space in frame. Okay, so that's what they look like side by side. If you want to decide if you want to get both of them or one or the other. One of the other reasons why I picked this up is I figured there was probably going to be a fair amount of extras for these kits, at least I'm hoping. And I have some square kits that I want to try to get to before the year is out. And I was hoping that there was going to be enough extras here that I could accent those without having to go. Because originally I was planning on, some of the kits I have in mind, I was originally planning on going and getting some square AB extras, because I don't think I have too much on the square side of things as far as ABs. Most of my ABs and crystals are naturally in round shapes. So I don't really have that much to accent my square kits. So I thought this would be kind of a sly way to sneak some extras into my future square projects I have coming up. But yeah, this is what the king and queen look like. So let you ponder that. Again, like I said, I will link them down below. And if you look at it and it's back to the regular price, just like I said, put it in your cart, sit on it for a little bit, and it's bound to go back down to the sale price before too long. And then I think the original prices, I forget which one is which, but I remember when I looked at them before, I think one of these was like 18 and one of them was like 21 if you buy them individually. I don't remember which one was which, but it's all on the same page, so you'll see it. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. Let me know if you think you want to do the combo or one or the other. If you're a card player or a royalty fan, either way. These kind of suit me both because on one hand, I grew up in a house where my mom was a hardcore Anglophile, was obsessed with royal history to the max. So I got just crash courses in all the history. And my grandma is like that too. But my grandma is more like ancient history. My grandma is like ancient civilizations specialty, and my mom is very much like, she could tell you how all of the kings and queens trickled down and all the family trees because she's been obsessed with it since she was a kid. She was one of those people. So she would have loved this for that. But also on the other side, my dad was a longtime poker player. So I'm not a big card player myself. But I grew up around poker tables and poker games and things like that. Yeah, I kind of have attachment to it either way. And in general, I just sort of like the whole card playing art style. My grandma is, well, not anymore. Years ago, when she was a military wife, she was a big bridge player and all that, and had big bridge parties. And so I remember she had like this massive display table in the family room, where she, the top shelf of the drawer, had all of her like really nice luxury card sets, and she had the notepads and the nice little binders and all that stuff. She was serious about it. There's more to those stories. It was before she was a military wife. It goes back to when she was a child. There's some cool stories behind that. But yeah, so yeah, if you have anything like that in your background, thought this might be of interest to you, or if you just like crystal kits and you like to see something interesting, want to find a good deal on the full crystal kits, because a lot of times you see the partials going around, but it gets a little bit trickier to find the full crystal ones. So thought I would bring this to your attention. Let me know what you think. That's what I got for today. We will talk later. Bye, guys.
From a jack to a king.